The possibility of silicon-based alien life in Mexico? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? We've always understood life as we know it to be DNA-based, revolving around carbon compounds. But imagine, just for a moment, a completely different kind of life form. One that is not carbon, but silicon-based. Silicon, like carbon, is capable of forming complex molecules, the kind that could potentially give rise to life. It's a tantalizing prospect that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for what life could look like, not just on Earth, but on other planets as well. Now, why Mexico, you may ask? Well, Mexico's unique geology and climate conditions make it a fascinating location to explore this possibility. From its vast deserts to its volcanic regions, Mexico offers a diverse range of environments that could potentially harbor these unique life forms. As we dive deeper, prepare to have your mind blown by the untold truth. Imagine a life form, not built on DNA, but on silicon. Sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But science fiction could be closer to reality than we think. In the periodic table of elements, silicon sits just below carbon. They're in the same group, which means they share many common properties. Both carbon and silicon can form 4 bonds with other elements, which is a crucial trait for building complex molecules. DNA, the blueprint of life as we know it, is a complex molecule built on the ability of carbon to form these bonds. So, what if life could be built on silicon instead? Now, you're probably wondering, if silicon and carbon are so similar, why is it that life on Earth is carbon-based? The answer lies in the subtle differences between the two elements. Carbon is more versatile in the range of molecules it can form, and it's more abundant in the universe. But that's not to say silicon-based life is impossible. Silicon-based life, if it exists, would likely look very different from the life we're accustomed to. It might thrive in extreme environments that would be inhospitable to carbon-based life. Imagine organisms that can survive in the scorching heat of a volcano or the freezing cold of outer space. It's important to remember, though, that this is all speculative. While silicon-based life is theoretically possible, we've yet to find concrete evidence of its existence. But it's a tantalizing prospect, one that could change our understanding of life as we know it. So where does Mexico come into the picture? Well, silicon is abundant in the Earth's crust, and Mexico's unique geology makes it a hotspot for silicon deposits. Could this be the reason why there are so many stories about alien sightings in Mexico? Could these aliens be silicon-based life forms? But why Mexico, you may ask? Well, the answer lies in the unique geology of this land. Mexico, a land of diverse landscapes and unique geological features. This vibrant nation is home to an array of geological wonders, from the towering volcanic peaks of the Ring of Fire to the deep, crystal-clear cenotes or natural sinkholes filled with fresh water. But what makes Mexico truly unique is its rich silicon deposits. When we think of silicon, we often picture sandy beaches and glass, but this element is so much more. Silicon is the second most abundant element on Earth's crust, and Mexico, with its diverse geology, is a treasure trove of this element. Let's delve into the heart of Mexico, where the terrain is studded with quartz, a form of silicon dioxide. Quartz is incredibly resistant to weathering, which means it can endure the harshest of conditions. This makes it a perfect candidate for the backbone of silicon-based life. Now, imagine an organism that doesn't rely on water, but thrives on silicon. In the scorching heat of the Mexican desert where water is scarce, life as we know it struggles to survive. But what if there is life that we don't know? Life that thrives on silicon, not water. In fact, these silicon-rich regions of Mexico, with their extreme temperatures and lack of water, could be the ideal habitat for silicon-based life. They could be home to life forms that are radically different from anything we've ever known. But could these theoretical silicon-based life forms be the genesis of Mexico's alien stories? Could these life forms be the extraterrestrials we've been seeking? Perhaps these life forms look nothing like the green, big-eyed creatures we picture when we think of aliens. Maybe they're as different from us as we are from a grain of sand. The evidence points towards the possibility, but what does science have to say? As we move forward in our quest for the truth, let's keep our minds open to the myriad possibilities that the universe and Mexico hold for us. Scene script: science, ever the skeptic, demands evidence. The quest to understand life beyond the boundaries of our known biological confines has led us into uncharted territory. The concept of silicon-based life forms is not new. Yet it remains one of the most intriguing questions in astrobiology. Our current scientific understanding of life is based on carbon, the element that forms the backbone of DNA, the blueprint of life as we know it. Carbon is versatile. It can form 4 bonds, leading to an incredible diversity of complex molecules necessary for life. So, when we talk about silicon-based life, we're venturing into speculative biology. Silicon, like carbon, can form 4 bonds. It's abundant in the universe, even more so than carbon. But here's where we hit a roadblock. Silicon doesn't like to play nice with other elements. Silicon-based molecules are not as stable as their carbon-based counterparts. They don't readily engage in the kind of complex chemical reactions necessary for life, at least not life as we understand it. But let's not let our Earth-centric view limit our imaginations. What if there are life forms that don't rely on DNA? What if they thrive in extreme environments where carbon-based life would perish? What if, in the cold depths of space or the scorching heat of volcanic vents, silicon-based life exists? These are not just fanciful musings. Some scientists have speculated that certain types of extremophile organisms on Earth might already be using silicon in ways we don't fully understand. And while this is still speculative, it's a tantalizing possibility that pushes the boundaries of our understanding of life. The challenge, however, is evidence. We need tangible, indisputable proof. Until we have that, silicon-based life remains a fascinating hypothesis, a question mark in the cosmic equation of life. So, are we alone in the universe, or do we have silicon-based neighbors in Mexico? Only time and scientific discovery will tell. The untold truth about alien life in Mexico is about to be unveiled. Let's take a quick journey back through the key points we've explored. Our investigation began with an intriguing question. What if alien life were silicon-based instead of DNA-based? This query led us into the fascinating realm of speculative biology, where we considered the unique adaptations that silicon-based life forms might possess. We delved into the elemental building blocks of life, focusing on silicon. This abundant element, second only to oxygen in the Earth's crust, is chemically similar to carbon, the basis of life as we know it. We pondered the possibility of life forms that rely on silicon-based molecules rather than the familiar DNA, potentially thriving in extreme environments. Our journey then took us to Mexico, a land of diverse geology and unique ecosystems. We discovered that Mexico's geological features, rich in silicon, could potentially harbor these extraordinary life forms. As we ventured further, we examined the scientific evidence and speculation surrounding this possibility. Although no concrete proof of silicon-based life has been found to date, the concept is a compelling topic of discussion among scientists. Various theories suggest that such life forms could exist, possibly right here on Earth or in the far reaches of the cosmos. So, what does all this mean for our understanding of life and our future explorations? It challenges our conventional thinking about what life is and where it can exist. It broadens our horizons and opens up new avenues for scientific exploration. It encourages us to look beyond our home planet, to the stars and beyond, in our quest to understand the universe and our place in it. The possibility of silicon-based life in Mexico remains an open question, a fascinating mystery waiting to be unraveled. This is not the end of our journey, but merely the beginning. As we continue to explore and learn, who knows what extraordinary discoveries await us? The search for alien life, the quest for understanding continues. The unfathomable depths of the cosmos, teeming with stars and galaxies, hold infinite possibilities. Among these, the possibility of silicon-based life forms existing, thriving even in extreme environments, is a captivating concept. This is not just about the thrill of discovery, but about expanding our understanding of life itself. It's about acknowledging the potential for life as we don't know it, life that breaks our earthly molds. As we delve into Mexico's unique geology and unearth its hidden truths, we are reminded of the vastness of the universe and the diversity it may hold. So let's keep our minds open, our curiosity piqued. Let's continue to learn, to question, to explore. For each new discovery, each revelation brings us one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. As we gaze at the stars, remember, the universe is full of mysteries, and perhaps Mexico holds one of its most intriguing secrets.